Yes, my people, welcome back. I have got a highly requested man right here. His name is Mohammad Hoblos. If I'm pronouncing his name incorrect, I just want to apologize, but that's how I'm reading it. Anyway, we have got none of you will enter paradise by his action, i.e. deed. For those who don't know, I am non-Muslim. I have been participating in Ramadan these past 29, it's the 29th day today. But I've been uploading every day for 29 days. So if you're not if you're not up to date, go check out my videos. You have 29 days of my Ramadan, my perspective of Ramadan as a non-Muslim. So yeah, all those videos are there for you to watch. But anyway, in this video, I'm going to be reacting to Mohammad Hoblos. So yeah, if you enjoy this content, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, let's do this.
حي على الفلاح. The Prophet of Allah in the authentic Hadith, speaking to Sahaba, speaking to the greatest ummah that ever walked the earth, speaking to your fathers, speaking to a ummah that happily gave their lives for the pleasure of Allah. People who did the utmost, the biggest sacrifices, and they deemed themselves as the most insignificant people. Today you do nothing and you think you're up there. They did everything and they thought that they were down there. The Prophet of Allah speaking to them, he says, none of you, who's he speaking to? He says, none of you will enter Jannah through your actions. None. People walking around like he's already from the people of Jannah, mashallah. People now, they worship their mashayikh. 100%, brother. This guy's from Firdaus al-A'la. The Prophet of Allah saying to Sahaba, none of you will enter Jannah through your actions. None. So they asked the Prophet of Allah, even you? He says, yeah, even me. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest mujahid was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest teacher was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest father was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest husband was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest mercy to humanity was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest abid to ever worship Allah Azza wa Jal was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest messenger to ever walk the earth was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest prophet to ever receive revelation was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The greatest creation that Allah ever created was Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And he says, even me. Except and only if Allah Azza wa Jal was to show mercy upon me.
This guy reminds me of Daan. I'm not sure of his name, but Daan. And their similarities are how passionate they are. How a lot of speakers that I've reacted to, they have a more calm tone. These guys have a different approach. They have a passionate approach. They want their message to be heard. They want their message to be understood. Also as well, can I point out, when he slammed the table, his water just didn't budge. It didn't spill over. That was quite cool as well. But yeah, he's very passionate.
Except and only if Allah Azza wa Jal was to show mercy upon me. Even me. People walking around like there's something. Prophet of Allah tells us of a man who worshipped Allah for 500 years. 500 years he worshipped Allah. And then when he stood before Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, more or less, he tells the angels, take him and enter him into the paradise through my mercy. So the man says, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh Allah. And more or less he says, oh Allah, well I appreciate the offer. I couldn't help but hear that you said you want me to enter through your mercy. Oh Allah, I don't want to enter through your mercy. I want to enter through my actions, oh Allah. Oh Allah, I worship you for 500 years. For 500 years, oh Allah, I worship you. So I don't want to enter through your mercy. I paid my debt. I worked hard. Every day I worship you, Ya Allah. Not to stand here so you can enter me through your mercy. I want to enter through my actions. Allah says, you want to enter through your actions? Fine. No problems. So Allah Azza wa Jal orders the angels. He says to them, bring the scales here. He says, put the man's 500 years of worship on one end of the scale. And just put the blessing that I gave him, the ni'mah that I gave him, to be able to see with his eyes, just that, nothing more, nothing more. Just put the blessing that I gave him to be able to see with his eyes, put that on the other end of the scale. Just the blessing to be able to see outweighed 500 years of worship. So Allah says to the angels, take him and throw him into the hellfire. Then and only then, he says, oh Allah, please, oh Allah, please, I am content with your mercy. I'm content with your mercy, Ya Allah. Allah doesn't need anyone, my brothers. The ni'mah of seeing. Today we've forgotten. Today you and I think what?
He's speaking to the kids right now. Crazy. This is why I'm saying him and Dawah, man, they can transcend to different amounts of people, to different types of people, to different age groups. They have that effect in their speech. They have that effect in their approach. They're able to touch the youth in that sense. You know what I mean? This is great.
We've forgotten. Today we've forgotten. Today you and I think what? That to see I need a pair of eyes. You're wrong. Because there are millions around the world that have eyes, but they can't see. It is Allah that allows you to see. Today you think to hear, I need a pair of ears. You're wrong. Because there are millions around the world that have ears. They're stuck on their heads, but they can't hear, my brother. It is Allah that allows you to hear. Today you think to walk, I need a pair of legs. You're wrong. There are millions around the world that have legs, but they can't walk. It is Allah and Allah alone that allows you to walk. Allah, not you. Allah, not you. Allah doesn't need you, my brother. Allah doesn't need me. Allah doesn't need us. And we have to understand, because this is Aqeedah. You have to know this so that when you worship, you are always humble. When you worship Him, you never have pride. When you worship Him, you never have arrogance. Because you know, at any given point in time, I am where I am only through His mercy.
See, again, him and Dawah, man, are relaying the same message. If you watch my previous Dawah, man, videos, he had the same message of arrogance. Don't have an atom of arrogance. Zero arrogance in your body when it comes to worshipping the Most High. In this regard, Allah, because it's Islam, it's Muslims, it's, you know, yeah, they're very similar. I'm liking this.
Because you know, at any given point in time, I am where I am only through His mercy. Only through His rahmah, I am where I am. Not because of your own actions. And to know with depth, with yaqeen, with certainty, that Allah, the King of Kings, doesn't need anyone. He doesn't need anyone, my brothers. Wallahi, everything you see around you, everything. Today, the Muslims have so much fear in their hearts. Fear. Fear of the kuffar, fear of the West, fear of laws, fear of regulations, fear of this and fear of that. But to know that Allah Azza wa Jal is not in need. Wallahi, my brothers, wallahi, I take an oath by Allah. You have to come to terms. You have to come to believe with certainty that every single human being, whoever lived, whoever's living, and whoever is to come and live on this earth, wallahi, every single human being, every single jinn, every single animal that walks on this earth, every single bird that takes the flight in the sky, every single fish that swims in the oceans of Allah Azza wa Jal, wallahi, every single land, every single country, wallahi, with all their governments and all their military force and all their might and all their science and all their money and all their know-how, all with the exception of none, every country, every tree, every grain of sand, every mountain, every river, every ocean, wallahi, every star, every sun, every moon, every single planet, every single angel, the billions and billions and billions of angels, all of them, with the exception of none, Mikael, Jibrail, Israfil, all, the first heaven, the second heaven, the third heaven, the fourth heaven, the fifth heaven, the sixth heaven, the seventh heaven, the ocean above it, the eight that carry the throne of Allah, the arsh of Allah.
There goes the water.
All are dead. The eight that carry the throne of Allah, the arsh of Allah, all are dead. All are dead. Nothing moves, nothing stops, nothing makes, nothing breaks, nothing gives, nothing takes, nothing rises, and nothing falls, nothing harms, and nothing benefits. Illallah. And into this, yaqeen and faith is in your heart. That nothing, that everything is dead, everything, except Allah. Allah doesn't need anything, anyone. No prophet, no angels, no jinn, no ins. We need him. He's Al-Hayyul Qayyum. He's the ever-living. So you might say, brother, I'm alive. What's so special about that? I'm living. Yeah, but your living is dependent on his existence. He's the first with no beginning. He's the last with no ending. He is Allah. He is Allah. Al-Malik. He's the king. He's the king.
Hey, that had every ounce of passion in there. You could see the veins in his neck. The veins in his neck and his forehead popping out. That's how passionate he was to relay that message. That was great. That was amazing. I felt the energy. I felt how much he meant those words, how much he was trying to relay those words to all the people in the room that was with him. But yeah, if you've got any more videos for me to watch, leave that in the comments below. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, because it's free to do. It's absolutely free. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, my people, and I'll catch you in the next one.